Good morning. Welcome to Energy Workz. Today we're talking about living a purposeful life. So what is your purpose? What do you feel interested to do? What is your heart wanting you to do? What is your heart wanting you to talk about or to tell other people or to help other people? What is it that you really, really want to do or feel or be? So let's talk about our throat chakra, because it's like the ability to say what it is that we want to do or we want to feel. All right, so feeling shut down sometimes. So shut down by female friends in the past, age 16. All right, I no longer fear rejection when I speak honestly. Let's say I know my purpose. And I am supported in my purpose. Hi, Jackie. So we're talking about purpose. What is your purpose? Do you feel that you're supported in your purpose? Age 6 and 10 and 18 . Okay, where do you feel it in your body? Where is the energy stuck? Feeling galled from that age 6. So galled is like, how dare you, the height of that person. So what might you have been galled about when you were 6? So maybe what your dad didn't do. So now we're going to go into our sacral chakra. Okay, we're going to talk about lavender oil. So lavender is about communication. Sometimes we don't feel like it's easy to communicate. All right, I always speak from my heart-centered mind. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Elizabeth. Okay, you stopped going to the pub every day. Oh, that's what your dad did. Okay. So not feeling that you were worthy of his love and attention. All right, I'm released from my past, each present moment, step into the now and speak with wise clarity. Through honest and open communication, I open the door to unconditional love and acceptance. I rescue myself. I really like that one. And sometimes it's the inner child that we have to rescue. So Jackie said she put lavender on last night. She said, and I felt bad for my mum. Yeah, it would have been hard for her, wouldn't it? All right, this one too, I am in charge of my own sexual fulfillment. So sometimes this goes with like a childhood pattern of believing we have to make other people happy, or we have to take care of what other people need first. And so sometimes it's hard to actually ask for what you want, or maybe to even know what you want, because you're not used to considering what's best for you. All right, healing occurs every time I rest, relax, and allow myself enjoyment. So, what do you enjoy now? And do you give yourself time to rest and relax? I'm able to enjoy all emotions and give them room for expression. Sometimes we have a guilt trip about the feelings that we feel, but there's always an opportunity to explore why we feel like that. Good morning, Susanna. All right, I allow others respect and space to be who they really are. Okay, now I'm going to change up into the crown chakra. All right, an oil called galbanum, which I know not much about. I don't think I've been at ancient oils. Hang on. All right, so galbanum is about soul purification. Galbanum is a sacred oil which assists individuals in purifying and releasing soul sicknesses, heaviness, and pain. It invites them to relinquish their limiting beliefs and unconscious traditions and choose to be immersed in a new creation. This oil harnesses the earth's magnetism to draw out impurities and rebalance all energy centers within the individual. It immerses the soul in sacred earth element energy. Galbanum spiritually prepares individuals to enter into sacred spaces and receive profound inspiration from the divine. That's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. All right. I am greater than any possession or relationship I have. I allow myself to be led by God. I work by trusting my intuition. I allow myself to be peaceful and balanced. So now we're talking about healthy working relationships. So we have a relationship with ourselves, our past, our present. All right, so our past. Age 6, 10, 19, 23, 24, 36, 37, 38. Okay, so I have a healthy working relationship with my past. Good. All right, we're going to go into the brow chakra now. My intuition and awareness are gifts. Oh, what's the name of that book? So that one was Essential Emotions, sorry. Yeah, mine's a bit beaten up, but I'm sure there's newer editions. Mine's 11th edition. But they usually bring one out every year. I love it. It's all the emotions surrounding the oils. I replace all negativity surrounding others and myself with positive energy. And I guess every difficult experience that we have teaches us something, doesn't it? When we don't enjoy the lesson in the moment, we do learn. All right, my brain functions optimally. I choose to be happy and balanced. So happy doesn't hold. Age 18. able to be happy. Age 40. All right, so now we're going to jump up into the higher chakras. So, solar star chakra. And adrenal fatigue is coming up. So, are we tired? Another oil too. So, Douglas fir. All right, so Douglas fir is about generational wisdom. Douglas fir teaches individuals to learn from and value others' experiences, especially one's family and ancestors. It encourages respect for one's elders and ancestral heritage. Douglas fir reminds individuals that valuable wisdom can be obtained by learning from the past, especially from individuals who are older, wiser, and more experienced. And you might use petitgrain oil to go with that too, also a generational oil. So petitgrain reminds individuals that through accepting their ancestry, they can find peace, clarity, wisdom, and empathy for their own journey through this life. So we might use this oil to help us be pioneers. Sometimes we're changing the pattern in the family tree. Yeah, cultivating healthy traditions, embracing positive family connections. Jackie said lately, yes, and Susanna said, I love it. Douglas fir smells like Christmas. It does. And interestingly, it was a pest in New Zealand, and they've turned it to something good. So the Douglas fir apparently takes over some of the local trees, and they harvest it to do good. Right, so this one will help give you the strength to face emotional pain. And we all have emotional pain. Sometimes we're not aware of it, or sometimes we're not willing to do something about it, or we don't know what to do something about it. All right, so some feelings stuck in the adrenal fatigue. Feeling weak. Why might you feel weak? Petitgrain. Yeah, some oils are really good to help with the generational patterns that we are carrying that we may need help to release. All right, we're back to age 6 again. Feeling overlooked. Let's look to the opposite of being overlooked. So I'm recognized, acknowledged, honored, and respected. So the only one that doesn't hold is respected. So older ages as well. So age 43. And generational baggage from mum. So this would be birth mum if you're adopted. So I'm recognized, acknowledged, honored, and respected. Good. I no longer feel overlooked. Okay, so let's go into the throat chakra again. Okay, so this is from over 1,000 categorized positive and negative beliefs. All right, fear of telling the truth. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to be direct with people, isn't it, when they are easily offended, and it's hard to think of how to say things without being offensive. All right, I listen with the intention to understand. My throat and vocal cords are opening and smoothing. I accept God's love and forgiveness, which I think is like an ongoing thing. If we pray in the morning to see things that we could do better or that we could ask for help in, it's the opportunity to do it a bit differently, isn't it? To repent or to change the way we do it. And at the end of the day, to check in, did we do that? And how did we go with that? And what other inspiration do we get about changing how we're seeing ourselves and how we're living our life? All right, age 26. So I'm able to express myself. Age 6 goes back to that difficulty expressing oneself. And of course, we had before feeling overlooked. So it's like you're scared that if you say something that's offensive, that you're going to be more overlooked. All right, age 53, 58, 59. Okay. All right, so we're going into the ninth chakra, which is it's the lunar chakra and it's directly above the crown chakra. So that's when we can have greater connection with our intuition. And the opening of the ninth chakra, the knowledge base of the soul, enables not only awareness, but also a deeper reliance on our internal compass. So this one is strengthened by dream analysis. So I don't know, what dreams have you been having? And the oil tangerine. So tangerine's about like being creative. Spontaneity. Creativity can be stifled by an excessive sense of duty or creating rigid standards for oneself. All right, Jackie says, my brother was a lot of work for mum and dad. Yeah. All right, while work, duty, and responsibility all have their place, feeling overworked, overly responsible, and overburdened leads to a loss of creative energy. Tangerine invites individuals to make room for their creative side and asks that they reinsert fun, joy, and spontaneity into their lives. All right, so you might use that to feel joyful. All right, I know which voice to listen to. My life is a gift. My life has a plan. I have a sound and rejuvenating sleep and awake refreshed and energetic. All right, age 10. All right, feeling taken for granted. So I'm acknowledged. So what's coming up here too is feeling misused. So I'm forgiving, confident, steadfast, and masterful. And I'm confident in myself. All right, so age 8, about being confident in ourselves. So why might you have lacked confidence when you were 8. All right, back to the 10th chakra. Elevation oil. That one's a bit hard to get now, but it's very beautiful oil. Elevation can assist individuals in letting go of lower energy vibrations. Negative habits lose their appeal as an individual shifts into higher levels of consciousness. This blend can raise one's energy levels and energetic vibrations into higher states. It can inspire feelings of cheerfulness, brightness, courage, relaxation, humor, playfulness, and fun. It teaches that worry and fear are not productive, but faith, hope, and determination are. These oils redirect the brain pathways to transform despair into happiness, joy, and abundance. Elevation supports individuals in flowing with life while remaining in peace and light. Zana says, because my parents decided to have another child. Yeah, sometimes we feel as a child that we didn't do a good enough job that they had to have another one. Okay, so we're checking in now. How are we feeling about our purpose? And let's say, why am I such a love magnet? So age 6, age 7, 16. Okay. Why am I such a love magnet? Some generational baggage there from dad's side of the family. And the women. So lots of generations, like 71 generations. What was the last oil? Elevation was the last oil. Yeah. So Elizabeth's saying she's feeling overwhelmed and nauseous. Age 9 and 32. And some generational overwhelm from your mum. Still looking in the Seals book, what nausea represents. All right, fear, inability to cope with stress, pushing problems down, then needing a release. Something that you can't handle. So some generational baggage on that from your mum's mum. And women, 17 generations of women past your mum's mum. All right, so this is from Ina Siegel's book, The Secret Language of Your Body. She said, and this is under overwhelm. She said, in this modern age, people are easily overwhelmed by the amount of information and choices available. This overload of information can often lead to confusion, uncertainty, and a sense of chaos. The load of responsibility that many people carry is increasingly bigger and heavier. There is always too much to do and not enough time or resources to do it. The pressure of trying to do too much can become overwhelming and lead to stress, fatigue, and exhaustion. On a physical level, overwhelm can contribute to back pain, breast problems, headaches, shoulder and ankle problems, Alzheimer's disease, blacking out, colds, cramps, deafness, glaucoma, nervous breakdown, prostate cancer, seizure, senility, stroke, and ulcers. Just a couple of things. All right, so place your hands on the part of your body where you feel the overwhelm most intensely and breathe into the area for a few moments, while allowing any emotion to rise to the surface with little resistance. So you're breathing and you're allowing the feelings to come up so that you can feel them. And then relax your hands. All right, divine healing intelligence, using the orange-red flame of light, please sweep through my entire system, clearing all overwhelm, stress, and fatigue that I'm experiencing. Please help me to let go of the heavy burdens I carry and allow me to see a lighter, more balanced side of life. Help me turn chaos into order, uncertainty into self-belief, and confusion into clarity. Allow me to find equilibrium in my life so that I can embrace and enjoy each step of my life's journey. Thank you. And then you can repeat the word clear. So it's like your body is saying clear, clear. All right. And so then observe the light move through your body, your mind, your emotions, your energy field, and begin to clear and dissolve all negative thoughts, words, feelings, memories, and images of overwhelm, confusion, and chaos. All right, so also generational overwhelm, dad's side, dad's mum. And the women on the dad's mum side of the family, 73 generations of women. So the overwhelm is what you're experiencing, but it's also the inherited feelings that you're feeling from your relatives. And there was a lot of them, so it would be quite intense. Okay, so all right, so some feelings that we're having trouble digesting. Feelings of anxiety. All right, age 10, there's feelings of anxiety. So take a big breath in. We're just asking to release some of the trauma from those ages that we've talked about today. Okay. So I think it's helpful to understand when we feel feelings very strongly and it doesn't seem logical for why we feel that feeling so strongly. When there is a generational component, it does help us to understand that it's what we've inherited rather than what we're experiencing ourselves. Okay. All right. So we're starting another Energy Workz Foundation tomorrow, which is very exciting. If you feel a call to come, let me know. It's the opportunity to learn to understand your energy systems and to help clear things that have happened in your past and in your family tree. So sometimes we are closer to our ancestors than we realize by the feelings that we feel. And they love us and care for us and would like us to help release these things from the family tree. So they're grateful for our willingness to participate in the family tree and to be healers in the family tree. All right, so let's check in. Any other parts of you complaining? How's the nausea? How's the overwhelm? All right, Melissa was saying thank you. All righty. Well, I hope that makes you feel more able to remember your purpose or tune into your purpose and allow your heart to follow your purpose and do what you feel is important. Anyway, and if you have suggestions for other calls, please message me and let me know so that we can work on things that you feel are relevant to you. Our next Energy Workz get together will be the 7th of February. Okay. All right. All the best. See you. Bye.